two robbers found a deserted spot. But when they opened the bag, there was not a penny inside. Angrily, they threw the bag into the river. The hammer and brick soaked with the victim's blood slowly sank to the bottom. Meanwhile, Tobai sat in a wheelchair, reflecting on last week's events. He received a mysterious chat invitation. The other party told him to rest assured for revenge. Someone would handle the aftermath. But his dad mustered his courage. He followed two rich kids into an alley, only to see someone have gotten there first. In a daze, it seemed he saw the mysterious person from that day. He pushed the wheelchair to follow, but stumbled and fell when turning a corner. When he looked up again, the person had vanished through the emergency exit. I then peeked out and asked who was that if he needed help. Who was that told them to leave quickly. There are police in the hospital. I then recalled the mysterious trap that day. He asked who was that if someone was sent to steal his bag. Who was that repeated it again. He told Aden to hurry and leave the hospital. After Aden left, who was that returned to the ward. Thinking about his daughter, Hui, now that he had avenged her, he swallowed a handful of sleeping pills, planning to end his life. Four months passed in the blink of an eye. On this LA, Prosecutor Laoyu was that drunk. He called for a designated driver and fell asleep after getting in the car. When he woke up again, it was already another life. In the past 4 months, the police department had formed a special task force for the two rich kids. After a long day of work, found nothing. After the task force was disbanded, the kids returned to Dajong. To solve the case quickly, he reached out to Tepway's Chao. He threw recent case reports on the table and asked for his thoughts. Chao is a hacker. He is obsessed with various murder cases. Once caught by Dajong for hacking into the police server. After reviewing the files, Chao didn't think this was a serial killer. The murder weapons were different, the crime scenes were different, the methods were also different. There was no connection between the victim. But in the prosecutor's case, things changed. The killer not only used a knife, but also struck precisely at the heart. The wounds were clean and smooth, indicating there was no hesitation in the attack. From the timing of the crimes, these cases were getting cleaner. Dajong understood. The killer was continually evolving. His methods were becoming more sophisticated. Chao nodded with a smile. After Dajong left, the doorbell rang. The visitor was Adang, who had been missing for 4 months. Chao told Adang to be more careful. There's a police officer whose sixth sense is very accurate. Adang rushed out after hearing this. He bumped into a car on his way down. Aka asked how many orders he delivered. Adang said he only delivered one. He said Chao only ordered one takeout. There should be only one person. Turns out, Dajong did not leave. He watched the delivery man leave. Suddenly, it seemed a bit familiar. By the time he realized it, Adang had already run away. Dajong heard the total cut to chase him. He rushed upstairs himself. He asked Chao how many people he actually killed. Chao shouted there was a misunderstanding. This made Dajong feel upset. He started to physically confront him. Dajong, you've heard quite a lot, haven't you? Dajong, why are you pulling me into this police brutality? A moment later, Aka knocked on the door. He said the cop the right-away delivery guy. Dajong went over to take a look. This person was not Adang at all. Just as he was about to explode, just as he was about to blow up. At that moment, Dajong became a life-threatening sensation. How did Chao come to know Adang? This story goes back 4 months. After Adang escaped hospital and returned to his apartment to avoid involving his family, he left a farewell letter for his parents, then set out for the run. In the following week, he traveled through several cities. He initially planned to escape abroad, but met Chao on the subway. Chao was obsessed with the stories of Batman and Robin, fantasizing about punishing evil like comic book characters. He spent all day online gathering evidence. If anyone happened to be scum, he would help erase their evidence. This was his favorite game. He wanted to invite Adang to join. The two could do something big together. Without a second thought, Adang refused. He claimed he was a crime of passion. But Chao didn't see it that way. In 3 consecutive cases, the victims were all bad people. He felt Adang had kind of death. The ability to sense bad people's presence. As long as Adang was willing, he could provide a new identity and evidence. There was evidence of a prosecutor abusing a high school girl on the table. Tools were behind the display cabinet. If Adang was willing to join, they could set off right now. Time returns to the present. Dajong faced charges of trespassing on law enforcement, suspended due to multiple complaints. Adang officially joins the crew. Adang and Chao will become night attackers. One is responsible for collecting evidence. The other is responsible for killing. They committed several murders in just 4 months. Turning Seoul into a small Gotham. To better hide themselves, Adang found a job at a rural supermarket. One day, a girl named Kyung-san was bullied by a customer. Adang stood up for the girl. During the night shift, Kyung-san and Adang started talking. They had a lot in common. Locals in their 20s changed the subject when asked about the past, keeping distance from everyone. Adang initially didn't respond, but he felt he had seen Kyung-sen somewhere. The girl smiled, said many men have seen her video. The video was leaked by her ex-boyfriend, the kind that can't pass review. Adang threw away his cigarette and upwardly laughed. The next day,